All right. Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, right? And I want to give a double honors to the elders and apostles over at GMS, man, Great Millstone, who will rule well and teach a true doctrine according to the Bible. Also, I want to give a salutations to Akim out there who laboring and pushing these true gospel throughout the four corners of earth. Also, I want to give a shalom and salutations to the Aquathium, right? Who out there referencing their husbands in these last days, man, making it easier for us men to do the work of the Lord and doing their due diligence at home, man. The reason why I'm doing this live today, man, is based upon the highlighted scripture you see on the screen, Jeremiah 32, verse 19, man. But before I get Jeremiah 32 and 19, right, we're going to go into Revelation, right, 18, and Salakia, the delicacies, Salakia, this is the 2018 and 3, right? So this all is pertaining to the current situation with Kyrie and and what's going on, man, with the whole thing, man, right? I'm gonna just touch base on it just so you could get some information, right? Kyrie, he was a solid brother, man. He did not fold. He might have said some things that were questionable, but Kyrie Irving, man, he did not fold, right? They paid him back pay, right? Because what they were doing to the brother was unconstitutional, right? If you know Jeremiah 32 and 19, you'll get where I'm coming at with this, right? But they what they were doing was unconstitutional, right? And it goes against the right to religion, man, and freedom of speech, man. So basically, the NBA had to pay him back, and they had to reinstate Kyrie as a basketball player, man. So they said that he met the required things, but he didn't do nothing. He didn't have to meet with the Jewish leaders, man. This is actually a beautiful thing to see, man, because Kyrie did not have to meet with the Jewish leaders, man. They didn't get to brainwash him, man. And he goes on to play the game of basketball another day, man. Right? And then also, right, he basically good, man. He playing in the NBA for right now until they make a new law to banish us from free speech when it comes to religion, man. So right now, that's the state of it right now, man. But I'm gonna get into the word now, man, because they put the ideology of Jewish out there, man. Right? They say they converted to Judaism in the 3rd and 4th century, man. Right? Let's Salakia. Salakia, when did the Khazars become Jewish? You see how that popped up like that? Right? It says, then this is from Wikipedia, man. So you know it could be altered, man. But it basically saying that the Khazars converted from Judaism to Christianity in the 10th to 13th century, which is a lie, man. They didn't well, if they said they were originally Jews, but then they converted to Christianity, and now they back to being Jews again. That's a lie from the pits of hell, but we're not going to get there, man. And I'm just expounding on some information before I get deep down into this breakdown, man. So now they here in the land of the so-called free, and they could have the freedom of religion, meaning a black man also has the right to freedom of religion as well, man. So if a black man want to say he's a Jew, he can say that by the laws of this country, man. So Revelation 18 verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, man. Now the wine, man, that's the confusion they got going on right here. That's being pushed to the masses, man. Right? They trying to whitewash the pictures, man. They trying to let's see if I could pull that up, man. I don't want to really go into my photos, so I'm not gonna pull that up. How about this? I go on my Instagram real quick, right? And I'll show you this, right? A painting of baby well, I can't even say Jesus, right? Yahweh Shai is the painting of baby Jesus nativity with a crucifix in the background, man. And you see that, man. It's right on my Instagram, man. And then I'm not correct in my dates I've given, man. And I said on there, man. Well, this is a painting. This painting is a bunch of Europeans circa 1495, man, and that's a rough estimate, man. I just went on Google, look when Leonardo da Vinci died, and then I used a random date, roughly 15 to 20 years before he died, right, by Leonardo da Vinci. And it says, most likely a depiction of the Borgia family, ... Knowledge is power, right? So when you really go dig that deep, man, you know that's all from the whitewashing, and that's the wine of the wrath of her fornication, man. Right, and that goes deep inside that they push this white Jesus for Christmas, man, and also all these other white icons, man, which is a bunch of lies, man. Right, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. So the Elamites, man, right, the all these other nations, man, the Russians, man, the people who sit in the seats, man, they say that they something, man, and I found out something deeper, man, that a lot of people in the Middle East that are the lighter skin tones, man, those are Japhites, man. They converted and they moved over there, and they actual Ishmaelites, man, actually don't really live there, man. So the people we call Ishmael, man, might actually be all actuality Japheth, man, right? And that actually is in the Hebrews to Negroes, man. And if you even look up the and I'm not trying to get too in depth with history on this, man, but it's important to touch base on history as well, man. So Salakia, I was looking at the 18 nations, and bear with me, man. My brain it be doing this sometimes, man. Right, but I'm gonna go to images, show you the 18 nations, man. And I always thought, like, why do they say that these people are the Grecians, man? Right. So let's see, Salakia. I was looking for something specific. Greek, Javan, that's a Japhite, right? German, Ashkenaz, right? That's also a Japhite, man, right? Spanish, Tarshish, that's a Japhite, and Cyprus, that's a Japhite as well, man. And I always wonder, why is those nations listed as such, man? Because a lot of those people moved into the Middle East, man, and called it their own, right? And let me see if I could get this right. I think it's Zechariah. I always know that, but I don't know what chapter and verse, man. So this is Zechariah 9:6, man. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and Ashdod was a city of the Philistines, man. So when people get this verse and compare it to Israel, which I do as well, man, because the land of the Philistines really do belong to us, man. When we take over the new kingdom, man, we're going to have all that land over there. But it is more specifically, especially contextually, man, talk about the land of the Philistines, man. And where's the land of the Philistines, man? The Middle East, man, right? But continuing on that, it says, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines, man. So the Philistines, man, they were Hamites, and the Hamites, man, damn, they came back. I always watching videos, and I'm always watching basketball when I'm doing these videos. It's a damn shame. But I was watching basketball, and Kyrie came to mind, and that's what made me do it. And the Spirit called you to do something whenever it is, man. But yeah, man. The Japhites, man, they dwell in the land of the Ishmaelites, man, the Philistines, man, right? And they all over there. But it is a lot of Ishmaelites over there, or not Ishmaelites. Salakia. Japhites over there, man, who claim to be Jew, but most of them is Esau, man. Right? Some of them are Japhite, but a lot of the Japhites as well claim to be Muslim too, man. Right? And don't come at me for saying it in those type of way, man. That's just how I say it, man. Right, but it says, for all nations have, Revelation 18:3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, man. So the kings of the earth, all these other nations, man, they became rich off of the transatlantic slave trade, the sub-Saharan slave trade, and also the sub-Arabic, I think it's called, slave trade, man. Those three major slave trades has spread us throughout all four corners of the earth, man. And that was all around the same time period within 500 years or so, man. I might be off a couple hundred years, man, but that started around the 1100s, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let's see if I can find that, right? And this is all really tying into my lesson. Let's see if this actually answers it. Yeah, this ain't the real answer I was looking for, because if you even go to Sub-Saharan slave trade time, this was before that time. Yeah, so continue for 1760, 1652 to 1960, man. So they was trading us well before we came to this land, man. Right, and that slave trade has been continuously going on for centuries, man. So you got to understand, man, they have all became rich off the abundance of her delicacies, man, which is us, man, the slave trades, man. Right, and when you go into that, and they went past what we was doing over here, because they went from 652 all the way into the 17th century, man. Right, and they said the slave trade started in the 16th century over here, but the slaves didn't get traded over here for too much longer than that. Around the they got a lot of slaves over here within like 200 years, most likely, not even, man, less than that, man. A lot of us was already over here. They was trading us back that way and everything, man. So you got to understand, man, they was trading a lot of us, man, and you just got to understand, man, that through the years, man, they all have gotten rich of the abundance of our delicacy, man. And I think it was Jeremiah 33 or 32 and 19, right? Was it 32 and 19? So this is the point I'm making, man. By them saying in their constitution, man, that we have the right to religion, man, freedom of belief or whatever, man. This is them eating up their own fruit of their doings, man. Right? So this Jeremiah 32, verse 19, great in counsel and mighty in work, man. It's talking about the heavenly power, man. Right? And I'll go up a verse, right? Jeremiah 32 and 18. Thou showest loving kindness unto thousands and recompenses the iniquity of the fathers into the bosom of their children after them. The great, the mighty power. Yahweh Shah Tazabah is his name, man. Right? So his name is Yahweh of hosts, man. Right? Or Shah Tazabah, right? And it says, great in counsel, mighty in work. So that's talking about Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, right? It says, for thine eyes are open upon all the ways of the sons of men, man. So the Most High is watching everything that these heathen do too, man. Right? The Most High is like he got the eyes watching us right now, man. That's how the Lord got the eyes watching the heathen, man. Right? Kick that out. Kick that out. Come on, Evan. Oh well, Salakia. And it says to give everyone according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings, man. So the Lord, man, he's basically about to Salakia, the Lord is basically about to use all these peoples doings, man, against them, man. The fruit of their doings, man, is gonna come back against them, man. Right? And it says, which have set signs and wonders in the land of Egypt, synonymous to this land, because it says even unto this day, man. And that's also going into the land of Egypt, because look at how they got that land whitewashed, man. Right? The Canaanites, or the what is they called? Them tall, lanky mugs. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But those people, man, the Sudanese, man, right? They I know it started with a S, man. They have migrated to the southern parts of Africa, man. They no longer are in Egypt anymore. They were the original they were the original Israel. I mean Egyptians, man. So when you call yourself Hotep or Ishmaelite, or no, when you call yourself Hotep or what, Kemet, I cannot think right now, man. When you call yourself Hotep or Kemet, man, you are calling yourself one of those tall, lanky ass motherfuckers like Bobo, like Montabo, I think it was his dad name, and then all those other tall, lanky mugs, man, right? Because you'll see in the depiction of the Sudanese, man, right? They look like the ancient Egyptians, man. Right, so let's just see. Yeah. Let's just see if we could get some pictures of it. Images, man. See, they whitewash everything, man. You might not be able to find a color. You see, but that ain't really doing it no justice, man. But you see, man, they had some lighter skin, but that ain't showing their face. They know which ones to cover, man, because certain ones show their face, man. And they just funny, man. Esau is funny, but when you look at the Sudanese today, man, they kind of look like that. Hold on, let's see. Because they be playing games, man. Right? Those is the ancient Egyptians, man. They don't look nothing like us, man, but those are the ancient Egyptians, man. You could tell those ain't our people, man. You calling yourself the ugliest of the ugliest, calling yourself, man, an Egyptian, man. And these are the ones who had us in captivity. You got to remember that, man. But going back into it, man, which have set signs and wonders in the land of Egypt, meaning whitewashing, man, like they do, right? And that's why I made that point, man. Even until this day, and in Israel, right? So what they doing in Israel, right? They taking it and they putting the people in that place, man, and replace of us, man, right? But that ain't actually the case, man. And it says, and among other men, the Ishmaelites as well, right? Like I was saying, right? And it says, and has made thee a name at this day, and has brought forth thy people Israel out of the land of Israel with land of signs, land of Egypt with signs and wonders, and with a strong hand and stretched out arm, and with great terror, right? And has given them this land which thou didst swear to their fathers to give them, a land of flowing of milk and honey, right? So basically, I don't want to get too much further into that, man. But the Lord, man, he gonna give them according to the fruit of their doings, man. He's showing the signs and the wonders in throughout the lands, man. And that's why now it is a mass awakening, man, for our people to start saying, oh, we are Israel, man. We not just black. We not African Americans. Hebrews to Negroes say, what? What's that movie about? Let me check this out, because they canceling Kyrie, and then Kanye was just saying the same thing, and now they cancel him first, and now Kyrie is Kanye is backing Kyrie, man. That's too much for our people to handle, man. Right? They gotta look into it, because Jake, man, they nosy as hell, man. This car crashed down the street. Jake pulling over trying to check it out, man. Right? And it's just how Jake is, man. They intrigued by this now, man. Cause they heard all the years, man, that we the Israel, these are the last days, man. Right? And I'm sure some of them read about it, man. Right? And now they hearing all this stuff like, oh, the Israelites, and y'all saying Israelites gonna be the only people to get saved out of this thing, man. Because they all hearing the words of the prophets on the corners and byways, man. Right? Because you should hear a word behind him, man. Right? And you got to understand, man. The Lord is doing all this for a reason, man. They gonna eat of their fruit or they doing just solely based upon the fact that they gave us the right to freedom of religion, man. It's gonna eat them up a little bit, and then they're gonna see a mass awakening, and then they're gonna start forcing us into prisons, man. Mark my words, man. This is all pushing the scriptures to come to pass, man. It say Jeremiah 32:19 in the GNT, man. Ye make wise plans and do mighty things and see everything that people do. You reward them according to their actions, man. So they gonna get rewarded according to their actions just based upon them lying to our people, man, and deceiving us for so long. So it's coming, man. But you gotta be patient with Yahweh by Shem Shai, man. It ain't always on our time, it's always on the Lord time, man. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, man. I did go in a lot into history on this, man, but don't go on my words, man. Fact check the dates that I was saying, man. If you didn't see me Google it, man, check what I was saying, man, because it's a lot of history out there. It's a lot of stuff they hide from us, man. You should want to get into the history, man. You should want to look it up, man, so that you could become wiser. Because if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going, man. So I want to end it with Call Halal Yahweh by Shem Shai by Shem Rakal Kadash, right? Also, I want to say Yahweh by Shem Shai Barakatah wa Shalom. Until next time.